The rigging of elections in 2010, which basically didn't allow any opposition member to get into the parliament, was a huge factor. I mean, there was always rigging in election, and there was always fraud going on, but they allowed some space or some limits just to, not allow the explosion, I guess, to happen. But in 2010 elections, which was late December, they did not allow for this, and it was a fully frauded parliament, and that was one reason which made people more desperate and feeling that, and that was one of the reasons that led to this. Also, not to mention that the poverty was growing by the day, police brutality was increasing.
A lot of Egyptians were very, very apathetic towards politics before the revolution. It was when the revolution started that people started to become interested and wonder why people started revolution. Then they went online, they read, they talked to people, they watched videos, and that's when people started being more politically aware. But really, in reality, people before the revolution were absolutely not politically aware. I'd say almost 90% of the Egyptian population was voting for the first time this month.
It is important to note that the Muslim Brotherhood also took part in the revolution. There are many youth among the Muslim Brotherhood, and that as a large faction in Egypt society, they are also they deserve taking part to be represented in the revolution.
Only people who really work for Egyptian people, even I don't accept what they did a lot. Yani, I don't accept a lot of their ideology and a lot of their thinking, but I think Brotherhood can do that. Brotherhood are yani, the only people who work in politics in Egypt since 1940, and the only people who've been suffering from with the real Egyptian people. And this is make them win the elections. The revolution will never successful with just the youth. Who say that it's lying. The revolution started by youth, but the old generations yani, end these revolutions and share a lot in this, and we sacrifice by their life in that. And in the same time in the elections, we saw a lot of people like 95 years old giving their vote for the people and going and cheering and participate in the elections. We never saw that before. So it's like there is hope even for those people who forget what the meaning of hope, and they came and they participate in the elections, and this was something great. Now in Egypt, the voting process is not like a country that participate or that share or that practice politics since 100 years ago. This is the first year that the people practice politics. So there was like 5 months ago, there was like an voting for two main things: writing the constitutions or making the parliament write the new constitutions. And the people chose, the majority of people, 75% chose that they will choose the people in the parliament, and then they will write the constitutions. So by that way, the people choose how they will direct toward the democracy. And we saw that after that, a lot of things happens, but it ends with we started to the people start to run the candidates, and the Egyptian people are more conservative. Yani, the Egyptian people yani, are religious people. During the old regime, the only people who've been working and fight against the regimes was the Brotherhood. So they have like a huge ground for them between the people, between the poor. So for that, when it's easy for them to collect vote and to win the parliament. So that's affect, that's help them. And also they know exactly what the people suffer from. They help them.